Hello everybody. Today I would like to introduce the current issue of determining success strategies for African American men in community college. I will explain it. I will discuss why this is important to community colleges, the effects on community colleges, and possible success strategies. African American men are overwhelmingly underperforming at the community college level. The troubled status of black men in higher education has garnered tremendous attention at national conferences and media and public scholarship over the past 15 years. It is clear to educators, administrators, and policymakers that the question needs to be answered: what has to be done to improve black male student success? Researchers have found, for example, that black undergraduate men are less prepared for the rigors of college-level work compared to their peers from other racial groups. African Americans also tend to be less engaged than others in college classroom clubs and structured campus activities and enriching experiences outside of campus. The road to community college graduation is difficult for African American men. Black men have the lowest graduation rates at 16% compared to males from other racial ethnic groups. Also, Wood explains that black men have the lowest mean grade point average of men in community college at 2.64. Looking at the black male completion rate of 41%, that is the lowest among all male groups. These rates, among other measures of success, validate the ubiquitous discourse among researchers and practitioners on the disparate success of black men in community college. National data suggests that 2/3 of black men who start college will never finish. Black men accounted for only a almost 1-point increase since 1976. So the question remains: why are success strategies important for African American men in community college? Well, community college is the primary entrance point for African American men. More African American men are entering community colleges, but there is still little increase in success. Black males are among the most underserved students at community colleges. Now let's look at why is this going on, what's happening, how can we help, and where can they turn? I want to introduce you to 5 factors that could have an impact on African American men's success at community colleges. The first factor I want to talk about is institutional climate. A positive campus climate has been found to be associated with better outcomes for black male students. On the other hand, unwelcoming, hostile, and alienating campus climate leads to negative student outcomes for young black men in community colleges. It is also found that a positive campus climate serves as a driver for student success in African American men. The second factor that Harper and Wood discuss is academic factors. Successful academic patterns, habits, and dispositions are positive contributors to black male success in community college. Other areas of these academic factors may include dislike for a particular class, disinterest in school in general, transportation issues, lack of motivation or will to attend class due to external relationship factors, family issues, antipathy toward a particular student in class, or perception that an instructor is overly strict. Regardless, African American men must strive to attend class. Social variables are the next factors to be discussed. Now, this has been up for much debate between Harper and Wood, but they discuss that campus friendships can place excessive emphasis on non-academic factors. This causes distractions from college while those friendships are built around academic matters. It is important to have the right type of friendships to facilitate success of African American men. Looking at psychological variables, Wood states that some of the most predominant factors affecting success of black men are psychological in nature, resulting directly from barriers, negative messages, and stressors in and outside the college environment. This affects the motivation to focus on academic achievement and academic confidence. Unlike four-year collegians, community college students tend to be at a greater risk of succumbing to environmental factors. These factors could include issues outside of the institution, students' homes, communities, and work settings. Not all environmental factors are negative, but these few tend to have negative influence. So how do we move forward? There are certain practices that have to occur in the community college level for us to move forward with African American men's success. These practices include creating space for men to develop camaraderie and engage in discussion, interventions that support identity development and development as a male, including racial and ethnic identity development. Let's look at engagement strategies. Engagement strategies include setting educational goals, hosting intensive orientation, putting on transfer seminars, increasing student involvement, or facilitating campus or academic buddy systems. Here we have an example of a campus and buddy system called BMEN, which stands for Blazer Men of Excellence Network. And this is hosted at a four-year university. However, this is something that can be implemented in a community college. Research showed that people with whom the participants connected and the relationships that they were established made these programs special. Here's a photo of orientation. Intensive orientation is a way where community college can assess the African American male perception of campus climate. It's an opportunity to develop comfort with the campus and an introduction to campus services. Introducing African American men early to the transfer guide may help them feel more comfortable with going on to the next level. We can look at transfer comfortability as a way to deter late registration, increase chances of scholarship, and discourage dropping courses so that they can successfully matriculate. These are examples of student involvement. Stroll Off, Black Involvement Fair, Black Student Awareness Committee. Student involvement can contribute to academic self-efficacy, sense of belonging, personal self-confidence, resilience, locus of control, and racial affinity for African American men on community colleges. Mentoring also works. Here's an example of where African American faculty mentoring can increase the likelihood of success, offer social support, and have opportunity for formal and informal advising. This is my mentor, Dr. Michael Brooks. I met him at UAB as an undergraduate student. Success strategies can equal completion at community colleges.